Well, let's show you, now let's take a break, and I want to show you something, Greg. I want to show you how knowledge translation using social media can work. Pretend I'm a resident. Turn back 20 years.
You're not drooling. You don't smell a beer.
And so what I'd do is I'd say, oh look, I want to take the social media and take my handheld device, and we're working together, and I'm on shift with you, and you're the experienced clinician that's going to direct...
The cagey veteran.
The cagey veteran. And I'm going to come to you and say, listen, I just listened to this podcast on iTunes, and not only does the content become the message, but the medium is the message. And that was a famous Canadian. See, I was testing you.
University of
Toronto, right? So the medium becomes the message, right? Here's the medium, and I want to be able to teach you as a resident. So if I was a resident, that empowers me to say, I know something more about this technology, and I can lead you to that, but at the same time teaching you the Skeptic's Guide to Emergency Medicine evidence. So we, in the end, can give the best care to the patient, because that's what you and I both want to see happen. We want to get the best care to the patient we have in front of us based on the best evidence. Agreed?
I couldn't agree more. We've got to have a way of doing this.
Perfect.
But it's got to take care of young guys and old guys. And really,
the
demented deserve help.
But what is evidence-based medicine? You've got to take the clinician who has the great amount of experience that doesn't... Everybody practices evidence-based medicine, right? Everybody does. That's the way I was taught, right? So we need to take the clinical background.
And if you believe that, I've got land for you.
We need the studies that show stuff, and we need the patient's situation, and we need to take those 3 Venn diagrams and put them together and say, that's the right treatment.
To come up with a conclusion.
Right. And so it's not about all these big meta-analysis and systematic reviews, which EBM, blah, 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 blah.
It's
and it's not about my experience, and it's not about the patient's specific desire. It's a blending of all those 3 things to come up with the best possible answer.
My comment to the residents is we take a few scientific principles to solve human problems. We should at least have the science about right. You know what? The other 2 parts of the Venn diagram. Clearly, you can't necessarily have an answer scientifically for everything, but you can take what we do have and put it together, because at the end, you have to make a decision for a patient's life.